Good day, dear learners! Welcome once again to our Salida Teleradyo of La Filipina National High School, where you can learn another exciting and interesting topic that will be very helpful to you. Today, you will learn many things about non-communicable diseases in Health 7, together with your teacher broadcaster, Teacher Charmaine M. Ravara. And I am your teacher host, Teacher Doran M. Lapaza. Now, I will turn you over to Teacher Sha.
Thank you, Ma'am Doran. Hello, students. Welcome to another episode of our Salida Teleradyo. Once again, I am your teacher broadcaster, Ma'am Charmaine M. Ravara. Take a seat as we go over another lesson that will be quite beneficial to you. Before we begin, make sure you have your pen, paper, and self-learning module on hand so you can jot down everything you need or learned in today's episode. Alright, now let us know our lesson objectives. The following are the objectives for today's lesson. Letter A, understand non-communicable diseases. Letter B, determine the causes of non-communicable diseases. Letter C, identify ways to prevent and control non-communicable diseases, which will lead to our most essential learning competency, which is practices ways to prevent and control non-communicable diseases. Let's get started on our learning task and expand our knowledge and understanding of our topic. To see if you have any background information regarding our topic today, let us try task number 1. Task number 1 is classification. In this task, you are going to classify the following diseases. I'll mention a few diseases and all you have to do is determine if they are communicable or non-communicable. Communicable, nakakahawa, or non-communicable, hindi nakakahawa. Write CD if the disease is communicable and NCD if it is non-communicable. Again, write only CD if the disease is communicable and NCD if it is non-communicable. Reminder, please be honest in answering your task. Are you ready? Let's begin. Number 1, asthma. Number 1, asthma. Number 2, rabies. Number 2, rabies. Number 3, COVID-19. COVID-19. Number 4, diabetes. Number 4, diabetes. Number 5, stroke. Number 5, stroke. Number 6, tuberculosis. Number 6, tuberculosis. Number 7, cancer. Number 7, cancer. Number 8, heart attack. Number 8, heart attack. Number 9, flu. Number 9, flu. And last, number 10, HIV or AIDS. Again, HIV or AIDS. Okay, let's find out what's the answer. Starting with number 1. Number 1, asthma. CD, communicable, or NCD. The correct answer is NCD, non-communicable disease. Number 2, CD, communicable disease. Number 3, COVID-19, CD or NCD. The correct answer is CD, communicable disease. Number 4, diabetes. The correct answer is NCD. Number 5, stroke. The answer is NCD. Number 6, tuberculosis. CD or NCD. The correct answer is CD. Number 7, cancer. CD or NCD? The answer is NCD. Number 8, heart attack. The answer is NCD. Number 9, flu. The correct answer is CD. And last, number 10, HIV or AIDS. The correct answer is CD. Great! How was your score? I know you did a fantastic job. Okay, we're going to talk about non-communicable diseases. And we have here the following questions that will guide us. Here are the essential questions. Number 1, what are non-communicable diseases? Number 2, what are the causes or risk factors of non-communicable diseases? And last, number 3, what are the ways to prevent and control non-communicable diseases? Alright, pay close attention as I go over the key points of our topic, beginning with our first guide question. What are non-communicable diseases? Non-communicable diseases are not contagious. NCD cannot be transmitted or be spread from person to person. And also, they are not caused by germs or parasite, but instead have hosted other factors that cause or trigger them. There are main types of non-communicable diseases. The following are cardiovascular diseases, chronic respiratory diseases, diabetes, and cancer. Cardiovascular diseases is a general term for conditions affecting the heart or blood vessels. It's usually associated with build-up of fatty deposits inside the arteries and an increased risk of blood clots. Example, heart attack and stroke. And it affects a large number of people nowadays. According to World Health Organization, 17.7 million people die every year from cardiovascular diseases. That's 31% of all global deaths. Another types of NCD are chronic respiratory diseases. These are diseases of the airways and other structures of the lungs. Some of the most common are chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases, asthma, occupational lung diseases, and pulmonary hypertension. 235 million people suffer from asthma, a common disease among children. Another types of NCD is diabetes, a chronic disease that occurs either when the pancreas does not produce enough insulin or when the body cannot effectively use the insulin it produces. Insulin is a hormone that regulates blood sugar. In 2014, 8.5% of adults aged 18 years old and older had diabetes. In 2019, diabetes was the direct cause of 1.5 million deaths. And last type of NCD is cancer, a generic term for a large group of diseases that can affect any part of the body. Rapid creation of abnormal cells that grow beyond their usual boundaries and which can invade adjoining parts of the body and spread to other organs. Cancer is a leading cause of death worldwide, accounting for nearly 10 million deaths in 2020. The most common in 2020 in terms of new cases of cancer were the following: breast, lung, colon and rectum, prostate, skin, and stomach. NCDs are the number one cause of deaths in the world. NCDs also are the top killers in the Philippines. It is estimated that 36 to 50% of NCD deaths occurred during age 60 years. So what are the causes of non-communicable diseases? NCDs are caused by the following risk factor. Number 1 is genetics. Traits inheritance. Patterns in which or way traits are handed down from the parents to offspring. As the saying goes, it runs from the blood. If you have a parent or a relative who has this disease, you are at risk of contracting it as well. Number 2, unhealthy diet. A major risk factor for a number of chronic diseases, including high blood pressure and high cholesterol. We are generally aware of what constitutes a healthy diet and unhealthy diet, but we have chosen to ignore it. We have a tendency to rely on fast food and junk foods, which are most likely the cause of many diseases. Another risk factor is smoking and drinking alcohol. Most people are aware that smoking and heavy drinking are unhealthy habits, but not many realize just how much harm they can cause. Smoking is one of the leading causes of preventable death globally and is the cause of 15% of all deaths. Heavy drinking can lead to many serious health conditions. Another is environmental factors. Pollution is the presence of substances in the atmosphere that are harmful to the health of humans. Air pollution is a significant risk factor for the number of pollution-related diseases, including respiratory infections, heart disease, stroke, and lung cancer. Another risk factor is physical inactivity. Not getting enough physical activity can lead to heart disease. Even for people who have no other risk factors, it can also increase the likelihood of developing other heart disease such as obesity, high blood pressure, high blood cholesterol, and type 2 diabetes. And last factor is stress factor. Stress is actually a normal part of life. At times, it serves a useful purpose. However, if you don't manage your stress and it becomes chronic, it can have a negative impact on your job, family life, and health. If your stress system stays activated over a long period of time, it can lead or aggravate more serious health problems. The constant rush of stress hormones can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, causing it to age more quickly and making it more prone to illness. So how are we going to prevent this one? So the following are methods of preventing and controlling non-communicable diseases. Number 1, healthy diet. A healthy diet helps maintain or improve overall health. A healthy diet provides the body with essential nutrition, fluid, micro and macronutrients, and adequate food energy. We need to stop unhealthy habits of consuming junk food. We need to eat meals in a regular time and drink 8 or more glasses of water instead of sugared beverages like soda. Another is physical activity. Getting enough physical activity along with eating a healthy diet is the best way to maintain a healthy weight. Regular exercise and activity helps protect against the development of NCDs. It helps ensure good bone health and helps to prevent related problems such as cancer as well as the risk of fractures. Another one is optimizing weight. Obesity is one of the leading preventable causes of death worldwide. Excessive body weight is associated with various diseases and conditions. Weight should be adjusted according to body mass index or BMI of a person. Children should not be overweight as it can affect them in the coming stages of life. Another one is avoid tobacco and alcohol. Both tobacco and alcohol can affect the heart. We need to avoid this, or better, stop. Another, keep your surrounding clean. A clean environment improves sense of well-being and health. Breathing polluted air can seriously affect your health. Germs, bacteria, and diseases thrive in a dirty environment. Some cause of NCDs is observed frequently in polluted areas. Chemicals from smoke and unfiltered water. You may not see dust and vapors, but these hazardous substances can create respiratory issues. And last but not the least, self-discipline. Take responsibility for your own health. It's about choosing to look after yourself better, staying active, and stopping smoking. Making better choices by limiting alcohol, sugar, salt, and fat. Individuals should take more responsibility for their own behavior by making more healthy choices and less unhealthy ones. NCDs may not be able to cure completely, but can be controlled and are preventable through effective interventions that tackle risk factor. That's why, if something is wrong with your body, visit and consult your doctor and have a medical treatment immediately. If left untreated, it will lead to more severe or worse death. Alright, that was for our short discussion. At this point, I'd like you to answer the following question to see if you understand our lesson. Please prepare your pen and paper. Listen and understand carefully to the following questions. Choose the letter that corresponds to your answer and write it on your paper. Again, choose the letter that corresponds to your answer and write it on your paper. Shall we start? Let's start with number 1. Which lifestyle choice may contribute to the development of non-communicable diseases? Which lifestyle choice may contribute to the development of non-communicable diseases? Letter A, taking stairs. Letter B, eating fast food. Letter C, exercising regularly. Or letter D, eating fruits and vegetables. Number 2. Which of the following is not a non-communicable disease risk factor? Which of the following is not a non-communicable disease risk factor? Letter A, smoking. Letter B, germs or parasite. Letter C, unhealthy diet. Or letter D, genetics. Number 3. Which of the following is an effective method for preventing non-communicable diseases? Which of the following is an effective method for preventing non-communicable diseases? Letter A, participating in physical activities. Letter B, drinking alcohol with friends. Letter C, put a lot of pressure on yourself. Or letter D, eating at a fast food restaurant on a regular basis. Question number 4. Which of the following are the main types of NCDs, except 1? Which of the following are the main types of NCDs, except 1? Letter A, diabetes. Letter B, cancer. Letter C, chronic respiratory disease. Or letter D, tuberculosis. Last number, 5. In terms of non-communicable diseases, which of the following statement is true? In terms of non-communicable diseases, which of the following statement is true? Letter A. NCDs are not caused by germs or parasite, but instead have hosted other factors that caused or trigger them. Letter B. NCDs may not be able to cure completely, but can be controlled and are preventable through effective interventions that tackle risk factor. Letter C. Non-communicable disease is not contagious and therefore cannot be spread from person to person within the community. And letter D, all of the above. Okay, let us now reveal the answer. Number 1. Which lifestyle choice may contribute to the development of non-communicable diseases? The answer is letter B, eating fast food. Number 2. Which of the following is not a non-communicable disease risk factor? The correct answer is letter B, germs or parasite. Number 3. Which of the following is an effective method for preventing non-communicable diseases? The correct answer for number 3 is letter A, participating in physical activities. Number 4. Which of the following are the main types of NCDs, except 1? The correct answer is letter D, tuberculosis. And last, number 5. In terms of non-communicable diseases, which of the following statement is true? The correct answer is letter D, all of the above. Good job, students! I know you were able to answer the assessment correctly. As an additional task, I would like you to answer this question. This will serve as your assignment. How will you protect yourself or someone you care about from non-communicable disease? How will you fight this disease? Again, how will you protect yourself or someone you care about from non-communicable disease? How will you fight this disease? Let us know your insights about these questions. Write down your answer on the comment section, or you may post a Facebook status with the hashtag LFNHS Teleradyo and hashtag PreventNCDs. You may also write your reflection on a paper or send it to your MAPE group chat. We will grade your work using this rubric. Criteria. Number 1 is content. Write 3 to 5 sentences with accurate and relevant knowledge to the topic. Number 2, analysis. Gives own reason and opinion about the topic. The highest is 5 and the lowest is 1. The highest score is 10 points. I hope you learned something today. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me. See you on to the next episode only here at Salida Teleradyo. Again, this is your teacher broadcaster, Ma'am Charmaine M. Bravara, saying, let us take care of our own health because prevention is still better than cure. God bless everyone.
That was great! Thank you so much, Teacher Charmaine, for your relevant and interesting topic. I am sure that our viewers and listeners learned a lot from your topic today. See you again for another session. Have a nice day, everyone!